What's an Australian know about college football? Absolutely nothing. This weekend, the season starts and ESPN have just released their pre-season power rankings. So today we're going to be ranking each one of them teams, but since I know nothing about the sport, based on their stadiums alone. I find the college stadiums, especially on game day, amazing. Like the Australian mind, I can't fathom these stadiums being bigger than our professional team stadiums over here. It's a joke. I've actually been to a few games before and I've actually got some videos up on my other channel. So if you're interested, go check them out. And in the next couple of weeks, I've got some more coming. But yeah, enough messing around. Let's get into it. Now, a lot of these stadiums I've never seen before, so we're going to go through pretty quick. Now, in 25, I start off with SMU's Gerard J. Ford Stadium. It honestly is one of the smaller college stadiums I've seen. It's got a grass seated area, which is pretty cool. That's pretty similar to my local team back here, the Newcastle Jets. They have 2 grass ends, but it looks pretty flat. Like, it just looks like an open bowl, and I can't imagine it holding too much atmosphere, so it's going 25 for me. And in 24, might be controversial, but I have Miami University. I have Hard Rock Stadium. It's not a college stadium, it's an NFL stadium. They share it with the Dolphins, and I can't imagine campus being too close to it, so there can't be that much of an atmosphere there, surely. And in 23, I have Indiana Memorial Stadium. I don't know too much about the stadium. It's not the biggest. It doesn't look too good, but I do know they're not a footballing school. Last year, they did win their first natty butt, which is crazy, but I'm yet to see anything about their game day, so it's going to go 23 for me. Now, in 22, I got Texas Tech Jones Stadium. I will admit this one does look quite cool. The red and the black seats make it stand out a little bit, and I do like the Texas Tech logo at one end, but it does just look like a bigger version, and I'm pretty sure it is a lot bigger than the SMU stadiums. I'm going to keep that in 22. Coming in at 21, I've got Missouri. I think it's called Farrett Field. I'm not going to lie, it looks pretty bland. It looks very old too. It does look like it's just an amphitheater that's been converted into a football field. Like, it's got that sort of like dugout look about it. It does look pretty big, and because it has that amphitheater look, I guess it might hold a little bit of atmosphere, but I don't know any of their game day traditions or anything, so I'm going to keep it down at 21. A lot of these lower rankings are all similar, and they could chop and change. Like I said, I haven't seen many of these stadiums until we get to about the top 10. Coming in at 20, we've got BYU. Lavelle Edwards Stadium. I think we're starting to get into the bigger sizes here. This one looks like an NFL stadium in the sense that it's built up, but it doesn't have the corners about it. It's just got 4 stands. I'm pretty sure BYU's in Utah. It's got a stunning view, I can't lie. So we're starting to get into a bit better of the stadiums, but that's going to round out 20 there. In 19, this one honestly hurts me. The South Carolina Gamecocks. I have Williams-Brice Stadium. This stadium looks massive, I can't lie. The game day looks pretty fun. I would love to go there, but I've watched a few clips now, and unless I'm missing something, they don't really seem to do anything memorable. The aesthetic of the stadium is so nice, but that's going to come in at 19. Next up, we've got USC. The Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, I think it's called. It looks so similar to the Rose Bowl. I thought it was the Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl's such an iconic stadium. Very outdated, it looks like. This stadium does look very nice. I don't know much about USC, so I'm going to put it down at 18. I'll have to watch some more, and I might do an updated ranking after the season's over. Next up, we've got Kinnick Stadium. Iowa, I think it is. Now, the stadium itself does look pretty bland, but every video and every image I've seen, it looks like they pack it out, and they have their stripy colors too. I think it's brown and yellow, and it honestly looks great. I do like it. It's going to come in there. Now, in 16, I've actually just been to Oxford, Mississippi. I've got Ole Miss Stadium. Vaught Hemingway Stadium, I think it's pronounced. I'm not too sure. From the outside, looks massive. Looks great. I'm pretty sure it fits about 70,000 people. So yeah, that's going to just miss out on my top 15 at 16. I've been told I have to go to an Ole Miss game, because apparently what makes it all the better is the tailgating they do there. I don't know much about it, but apparently that's something you can't miss. So when I'm back there in November, I might have to go. Next up, I haven't really seen a stadium like this. We have Washington, I think it's Husky Stadium. It looks a little bit similar to Eden Park over in New Zealand, but like imagine that, but like ×3 the size of it. It looks like a bowl at the bottom, and they just sort of just built stands up on either side. And honestly, I do like the vibe of it. It looks quite cool. That's going to make my top 15. Right, no, they're starting to get good now. Next up, we've got Oklahoma. This Oklahoma Stadium, it looks from the outside, looks like this massive brick castle, I guess you'd call it. Like walking around, you wouldn't even think it's a stadium. It looks like a whole heap of buildings. But then just on the other side of it, I'm pretty sure it's like 86,000 capacity. So we're getting big now. Next up's Jordan Hare Stadium, which I'm pretty sure is Auburn. Recently been in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I've been told by everyone I met there that Auburn sucks. So I don't know how they are at football, but their stadium's quite nice. From videos, the energy at the stadium's what seems to make it. The stadium itself looks pretty normal, but apparently the crowd there is crazy. Next up, we're in Gainesville. We're at the Gators. We've got Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. I'm pretty sure that's Florida Gators. Am I right? Now looking at the capacity of the stadium, this is only 12 on this list. This stadium is bigger than all but one stadium in Australia, which is the MCG, which I find ridiculous. And this is only a college stadium. After that, another memorial stadium. We've got in 11th place, we've got Clemson. I just love the color aesthetic about Clemson. Like the tiger color, like it's so cool. And I have watched a video about the Clemson's walkout or their entrance, and it looks so cool. When you have walkouts like that, like how do you go out and lose a game? Like surely like that just hypes you up. Surely your ego just through the roof. Now this one might be a little bit controversial, but in 10th I have the big house. I've got Michigan. I've actually been there. I've went to Michigan Purdue last year. As big as the stadium is, there was 106,000 people there. The atmosphere is just super quiet. Like I'm gonna put it in the top 10 just because the sheer size of it. It's just such a quiet stadium. Like I don't know if because it's so big it can't hold the noise in, I guess, but I don't know, like I was a little bit disappointed with it. Now, the complete opposite to Michigan, we have one of the smaller stadiums on this list. We're off to Oregon now. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Otson Stadium, I think it is. This one is smaller. It looks like it's built into the ground, and watching some videos, it looks loud as fuck. Being there looks wicked. I think sometime next season, or maybe this season, I'm gonna have to make my way to an Oregon game, especially after how good they've been in recent history. So yeah, a 50,000 seat stadium holds a better atmosphere than 100,000 seat. Who would have known? Right, in 8th, we've got Kyle Field. We've got Texas A&M. I'm pretty sure it's in College Station. I think that's the town name. I'm not too sure. I checked on Google. I have watched videos of this. I think they call it the 12th man, the whole student section. It honestly looks wicked there, like especially their games against the Longhorns. Being there would be surreal. Next up in 7th, we've got Notre Dame Stadium. And I just find this stadium fascinating. Like on the inside, it does look like just a big bowl, but it looks a lot steeper. It looks like it holds the atmosphere, and then on the outside the architecture is surreal. I do know that they are an independent school or ranking or whatever it's called. I don't know what that means. I do know they have a pretty good overseas supporter base. Righto, now we're off to Austin. We're going to Texas. In number 6 I have DKR Memorial Stadium. Now I just find their pre-game stuff in Texas so cool. I've been to a Longhorns game, the whole Bevo the Bull thing, the walkout. Well, I got my first ever US flyover there, which I found crazy. I've never seen a flyover before. It was one of the last games of the season before they played A&M. They had to win. They ended up putting on a show. They put 50 points on Arkansas. Maybe a little bit biased, but for a 100,000 seat stadium, that's one of the loudest I've heard at that size. At number 5, and I only know who these are because of the Pat McAfee game day things you see all the time, Georgia Bulldogs. Sanford Stadium, I think it's called. Going to one of them games, the crowd looks crazy, the fans look wild, and honestly, the intensity of the crowd, I don't even know how they can hear on the field. Now, number 4, we've got Tennessee. I've always wanted to go to this stadium. I just find it so hard when I'm over there to get from Nashville to Knoxville. I don't know how far it is, but I've never really rented a car. Neyland Stadium, is it? Now this stadium looks massive. It just looks so steep. So it looks like the people at the top are just as close at the bottom, and they have some of the coolest pre-game walkouts, like the big T on the field. I think the crowd is actually what makes the stadium, if you can't tell by these rankings, and I think they're one of the best. They're in the top 5. And here we are, the final 3, and if you haven't guessed by now, there's 3 massive teams, especially massive stadiums that I haven't said yet. In 3rd place, I'm gonna put Ohio State. One of the best schools around as of late. Now, I do know that they're one of the teams that are competing with a lot of these SEC teams. I think they're from the Big Ten Conference, is it called? Most of my college knowledge is SEC football, but the Ohio Stadium is breathtaking. Like, just looking at it on images, like I can't imagine standing there and looking up at it. The colors as well, the red and the white, looks amazing. Another stadium over 100,000, and this one looks like it holds all the atmosphere. But yeah, the school band there too looks like it goes off. Like they look like they're playing all game. Now in number 2, and the only reason I have them edging out Ohio is Penn State, and it's because of the whiteout game. I've seen that many clips over here in Australia of that, and being a part of that feels like something I just have to experience. Now Beaver Stadium itself, it does look somewhat modern compared to the other ones. I think it is getting an upgrade, but what wins this here is just that I've seen that many videos of night games and the crowds going just absolute nuts. And once again, 106,000, that's bigger than every stadium in Australia, and this is a college. Now in number 1, if you haven't guessed it, it's Tiger Stadium. It's Death Valley, it's LSU. Their stadium on the outside just looks phenomenal, but the architecture is next to none. Like a lot of these stadiums, like they're built to look beautiful on the outside, but all that really matters is on the inside, in my opinion. opinion. And a lot of LSU, you just see the clips, apparently the fans are just nuts. Like everything I've looked at, a game day at Tiger Stadium is what the pinnacle of college football should be, especially SEC football. Starting from the tailgate all the way to the game. And I know a lot of college teams are notorious around the third quarter for fans to leave, and I haven't seen a single thing about that with LSU. So LSU's on my bucket list. I have to go there, and hopefully I can get to a game this year. If you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, I am going back over for 3 weeks during the season. If there's any games I should check out, let me know.